Meeting the needs of all students is incredibly important in the classroom. For students whose cultural background might differ from those around them, it could be extremely difficult not only with learning, but socializing as well. The best way to help those students is for the teacher to be prepared. This means having cultural competence, creating cultural influence, and meeting the students' social emotional needs. The first step is creating a comfortable and welcoming environment. A good starting off point would be to learn the correct pronunciation of the student's name and then sharing that with the class so that they can be equally as welcoming. Creating a fun activity related to the student's name would be a nice icebreaker. Icebreakers are a great way to create a relaxed and fun environment and help build a relationship with the students. Planning fun, get-to-know-you activities in the first week of class will help students feel heard and like they have a place they belong. Being consistent with getting to know your students is vital in creating a fun, inclusive classroom. Important information a teacher should know about a student with a different cultural background is where the student is from and why they moved to the area. Also, who is their family and what language do they speak at home. The most important is what previous schooling the student has had. A lot of these questions can be turned into a fun activity and will aid in creating future lessons. Any teacher should be prepared prior to the school year starting and do their own research on the cultural backgrounds of their students so they can have books and other materials ready and welcoming for the students. When creating a relationship with your English language learning student family, it is important to know the do's and don'ts of communicating with them. When it comes to meetings, it is important to make the reason for the meeting very clear. Communicate with the family of the goals you want to meet before the meeting takes place so that everyone can be prepared and on the same page. Also, be informed about the struggles the family might have faced due to negative past experiences, and always have a translator present, someone who is reliable and works for the school. Do not have the student or any bilingual adult translate. Use terms everyone can understand so nothing will get lost in translation. Also start the meeting off positive and capitalize on the success of the student. Another way to keep engagement for the families is to send home a weekly or monthly letter highlighting successes in the classroom, educational, or social. Providing information on local activities that relate to their culture would be a fun way to make them feel as though they are part of the community and create contacts of support. Environment can make a huge difference when learning. If you are in a space that has no representation of who you are, would you feel comfortable there? For many of us, that answer is no. Creating a classroom that celebrates differences in culture and language makes a welcoming environment for all. This can be done by posters, bought or made by the students. Visuals are a great tool for learning and very helpful for English language learning students. Words always change, but pictures are universal. Having the student teach you terms in their language models how to be a language learner and gives the students confidence and connection. A way to get the school involved is at lunchtime creating a fun game in the classroom where students can come together and talk about different cultures, languages, and interests. This will help reduce bullying and make students feel more accepted. Family and community play a big role in language learning. Everyone needs to be on the same page and supporting the student. It is important to engage family any way that you can. You can do this by understanding the family's goals for the students, as well as providing support at home such as flashcards and visuals. Letting the family know of school programs that would benefit the student and help them educationally is a great way to create a relationship between the school and the home. Also, encouraging families to volunteer and share what they know within the school and community will give them a sense of belonging and further help the student adjust into their new environment.